My wife said, I want an open marriage. Do whatever you want. So I did exactly that. She thought I'd stay home heartbroken, waiting while she went to find herself. But when she came back and saw me with someone else, suddenly the open marriage wasn't such a spiritual journey anymore. Clara joined a women's empowerment group about a year and a half ago. At first, it was just self-help books and online workshops. Then she met Evan, the life coach who ran the sessions. Marriages fail because people refuse to evolve, she told me one night over dinner, her phone buzzing beside her plate. She tilted the screen away every time I looked. Lately, she'd been getting home around 2 a.m., smelling like a cologne I didn't recognize. Then came the conversation. I want to open our marriage, she said, holding my hands like it was some emotional ceremony. We should both be free to explore other connections. You mean sleep with other people? It's not about sex, Ethan. It's about growth. That's what Evan says. I could tell this wasn't a discussion. She'd already decided. This was just her way of absolving herself before crossing a line she'd already crossed. All right, I said. Go find yourself. She blinked, caught off guard that I didn't argue. That night, I called a divorce attorney, opened my own bank account, and redirected every paycheck to it. 2 months later, I had the papers drawn. A fair 50-50 split, just waiting for her signature. Then my friend Lucas invited me to a barbecue. That's where I met Mara. Warm, confident, funny in a way that didn't feel like trying. She asked about my work, laughed at my jokes, actually listened. When she left, she handed me her number. At our first coffee, I was honest. I'm still married. My wife wanted an open arrangement. Is that what you wanted? Not even close. Our marriage ended the day she asked permission to see other men. Over the next months, we built something simple and real. Weekend walks, cooking together, quiet nights with my dog Cooper. Clara had always called that life boring. With Mara, it felt like peace. 4 months in, Clara noticed. You're different, lighter. Are you seeing someone? When I didn't answer, her voice sharpened. That's not what this was supposed to be. Not what you decided it was supposed to be. I want to meet her. No, Mara isn't part of your life, Clara. She's part of mine. She kept pushing until I finally said it. You want transparency? Let's have dinner. You, me, Mara, and Evan. Her expression shifted from confusion to suspicion to something like fear. But she agreed. Saturday, I cooked. Mara arrived in a simple navy dress, bringing wine and dog treats for Cooper. Clara descended in a red dress and heels, looking like she was walking into an awards show. The comparison was brutal. Mara, effortlessly graceful, Clara rehearsed. Evan arrived in black silk, unbuttoned too low, and kissed Clara on the lips, a territorial move. This must be the famous Mara, he said. Clara undersold your beauty. Over dinner, Evan tried to establish dominance. What's your opinion on open marriages? They work for people who truly want them, Mara said calmly. But not everyone does. You're dating a married man. I'm dating a man who's divorcing. The table went silent. Clara's face went pale. Divorcing? Ethan, what is she talking about? I looked her dead in the eye. The papers I signed 2 months ago. The ones waiting for your signature at the attorney's office. I never agreed to a divorce. We agreed to an open marriage. You agreed to an open marriage. I agreed to give you what you wanted, while preparing to leave. That's manipulation, she whispered, eyes filling with tears. No, Clara. Manipulation is convincing someone they're not enough while sleeping with your life coach. Evan shifted uncomfortably. Let's all take a breath. Strong emotions cloud judgment. Save the therapy lines for your clients, Evan. Mara quietly set down her fork. I think it's time for me to go. Dinner was enlightening. Evan didn't even offer his hand as she left. I walked her to the door. Are you okay? She asked. Better than I've been in years. When I came back, Evan was already grabbing his jacket. I should go. This feels private. Clara turned on him. You're leaving now? But he was already gone. Just like that, the man who'd convinced her to blow up her marriage vanished the second it stopped being fun. Clara stared at the door, mascara streaking. Finally realizing she'd lost control of everything, she signed the papers 2 weeks later. The thing about people who tell you to do whatever you want, they never expect you to actually build a better life without them. So I did exactly what she said, and it was the best decision I ever made.